Has released a statement which shows South Africa's external financing conditions deteriorating in the last few months due to a decline in the rand and rising bond yields. The ratings agency says that this will make it difficult for government to service foreign debt and raise funds in the future. The country's public debt has climbed to more than 50% of gross domestic product over a period of 10 years. The ratings agency downgraded South Africa at one cut above junk status with a stable outlook in March. As the National Savings Month continues, consumers often search for ways they can make and save money. However, some fall prey to scamsters who are lingering around on various platforms while they are promised instant wealth. Forex trading is one trading tool where many people are led to invest money and they are told that they could become millionaires overnight. But are these stories real or just too good to be true? To tell us more about this, we are joined by Moximo Gama, who is a Financial Market Technical Analyst. Thank you very much for coming to our show.
Thank you for
All right.
having me.
Firstly, just tell us, just to lay a foundation, is there a difference between online trading and Forex trading?
It's basically the same platform. So when you trade as an average Joe, you're trading on a platform that's online. You can use different mediums to trade, which are now available. You can trade from your phone or your iPad. So it's a platform to be able to trade for an average person.
People say that when you do that, you make money. But then how does it work?
I know there's this romance that's sold with investing in the stock market, that you can make that mad money, and it is true, but you need to be quite knowledgeable about it. It's a different type of animal, and you need to invest your knowledge in knowing how to do it. So people are very desperate for that financial emancipation, or rather independence. So they're all flocking that route, but they don't know the gist and how to analyze the stock market, for instance, to be able to get in. And then they fall prey to the, as you had mentioned, the scammers. There is a lot of money to be made, but you need to know how to trade the stock market.
Talking about knowledge and education, how much do I need to know about the markets and economics for me to trade? Because people come from different academic backgrounds, so we cannot have them really having the know-how of trading on the market.
So this is where I come in, because as you had mentioned, I do technical analysis, and it's the study, it's charting. So it's studying market sentiment, and just trying to get direction from where you see it going in the future. So it doesn't really involve macroeconomic factors, which in most cases factored into, or rather priced into, the market sentiment. So what I'll do is study the interaction between buyers and sellers to and get good entry and exit points to make profits. Now that's where the gist comes. People need to understand the stock market and charting to be able to make those those conscious buying and selling decisions to make your profits in the market. And that's where the gap is. People are just getting in and not understanding where the investment is going and what to invest in.
Well, one of the topics that you have been discussing is about the stock market, and you are saying that trading is directionless if you do not know charting. So what is charting all about?
So it's studying the interaction between buyers and sellers. So everything that buyers and sellers in the entire world are feeling, and where the trend is going, that's what charting does. It studies the trend in which the currency or commodity or CFD or share is going. So you kind of follow the trend when you get into the stock market. And many people don't know how to follow the trend, so they get in at the wrong time. And charting assists you not to get into the market at the wrong time and to get in at the right time, so you can make those profitable trades.
At the beginning of the year, the rand was trading at around 11 rand 64 at some stage. Right now, we're talking about the levels that are above 12 rand. So is this the right time?
In my opinion, with my analysis, this could go to 14.75. And that's from studying, from technical analysis, showing you patterns of where future movement is. So there is more weakness you'd probably get in the stock, particularly with the rand. And yes, it was cheaper then. It had left that trend, is now got into another trend that you should be at least expect more weakness than strength.
When you look at the assessment of figures that people normally talk about, the question is, how much money do you need to start with? Because they claim that they've become rich, for example, by using 100,000 rand, and they turned it into 1.3 million rand in just 30 days. Can that happen? It's
saddening. No. People don't understand that there's a lot of discipline that's needed in the stock market. It's like playing a violin. You don't get the instrument and be able to play it already. You need to get the knowledge. You will not make the possibilities. You'll lose it, and that's what you need to educate yourself. And that's where I come in with the seminars that I host, is to try and educate people that this is how you read the stock market, and don't fall for these scammers, because once you get the knowledge, that will follow through with the profits that you get. You know when to get into the market and not, and that's where the ingredient is in that.
Well, just before you go, there has been criticism about people who teach people how to trade, that you give them information and these lessons are for free, but then the software, how much do they need to pay for it? And then, like, how do you expect them to really pay for it and make it, give them their money back and remain sustainable in trading?
Firstly, it's not for free, because in that cost, it's factored in. A lot of, it's best you go to a reputable broker and with the FSB requirements before you invest, and go with people who have got a lot of experience or experts, because it's such a romanticized, industry. People are just flocking everywhere,
and you need to do to get somebody who's reputable. And how will I know that you are reputable?
You can go on, not particularly the internet, but just look at their credentials, if they've been working for banks and how long they've been in the industry, and with the brokering firm, and how the liquidity is in the the platform they're using, as well as accessibility. It is quite sticky, but do your homework and see if it's FSB. They have those requirements before you really invest. It's your money. Try and do the homework before you get in.
All right. Thank you so much for making time to speak to us.
Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Right. That's Moximo Gama, who is a financial technical analyst, talking to us about Forex trading, or rather online trading. We're going to take a